I would like to invite James Corsellis up to introduce our next recipient.
From his early chain of record stores in the 1990s to Records on Wheels and the success he's brought with Entertainment One, Darren has had a profound impact on the Canadian entertainment market. We all know with Urban Exchange, really, you don't get out much, seriously. With Urban Exchange and CD+, all of which I'm pleased to say existed before, well as a child, through to Koch Records, Michael Koch over there, and E1 Music, we know that whilst Darren's attention is spread across film and TV and many things, his heart really is only to music and his wife Tish. Alongside his impact on the industry, he's also had a profound impact on the people who've had the pleasure of working with him. He's a man of great integrity, dogged determination, and thankfully for me, humour, and a fairly decent expense account, which has made the journey so far pretty great for everybody. With this in mind, it's a great pleasure that we're here today to see him receive this award. Here are some video messages from some of his friends and colleagues, although there is one with a guy on a boat who actually is working really, really hard, but it doesn't appear like it. So let's see what his friends have to say.
So Darren, really is an exciting company you've got here. I did a little research. You guys are everywhere, do everything, anywhere, anytime. It's actually great to have you as our partner, myself.
Well, thank you, Gene.
Let's go!
I met Darren when we were 18. He was in school with my brother in Quebec, and they called me and asked if there was any suntanning salons in Newfoundland.
Very dynamic guy. People flocked to him. Noticed that right off the bat.
He went from there to, you know, the car lots in Alberta to, you know, a small urban store in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
Everything the guy does, when he sets his mind to it, he will get there. He has a singular focus. It will happen with great consistency, and he won't stop till he gets there.
And when we went public, we gave him the reins, basically on a, I'd like to be the CEO of this company. And
the fact that he took a basic, you know, chain of record shops and parlayed that into a media empire is absolutely stellar, and he's done it with great focus and great vision.
He was very quiet, although he was very intelligent when he spoke.
As he just knows what he wants to do. He knows the people to utilize his getting there. He gets it done.
No rhyme or reason.
He enjoys elevating other people around him. He's just such a people person.
And he just has a knack for putting people and things together and letting them grow and standing back, not getting in the way.
He trusts them. So if he has someone in a role, you're there because he knows you can do the job.
Trust is something that defined him.
He's inspirational. He's you know, a fantastic leader. He leads by example for sure.
And there's no pretense. He's just a down-to-earth guy who you can talk to. He doesn't care if you're a CEO or an intern. It's the same welcome.
There are two constants in life with Darren, and one is definitely music. It's in his fabric, it's in his DNA. He hasn't forgotten his roots and the people most important in his life.
And he's a sophisticated businessman, but his best friend is still his best friend from outside of Vachon when he grew up.
You know, some of his earliest business partnerships have become some of his best friendships.
Darren's remained a music fan through and through, and music always kept a special place in his heart and business empire.
You are the epitome of a great leader, a great man, and a great friend.
We love you, Darren. Keep on rocking.
I think it's terrific recognition for someone that's committed their entire career to the music business.
Proud of all your accomplishments and what you've done for the country.
All the best.
There's no one who deserves it more.
You're a great leader. You're an inspiration to us all.
Congratulations from all of us on your induction into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
It really didn't take you long to get there.
Hot rodder.
No one deserves this award more. Congrats, man.
Congrats.
Good job, brother.
Rock on.
And here is Darren Throop.
Thank you. And thank you, James, and thank you, the Trews, an incredible Canadian band. Holy shit. Wow.
It's really heavy. I'll hold it for you.
You hold it for me. You're a big guy. You're a big guy. You can hold it. Thank you to the Canadian Music Industry Hall of Fame and to Canadian Music Week for this recognition and great honor. Growing up, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with my career or what it would be, but I always knew that I wanted to build something. Music was my first brick, and it continues to be the foundation. Working in independent music in Canada for over 20 years has been a great privilege, and I have been fortunate to meet so many incredibly talented artists and so many brilliant characters along the way. Some of the biggest stars in my life couldn't carry a tune if their lives depended on it, but they were instrumental on bringing me here tonight. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank a few special people. First, the mama and the papa. My parents, who taught me about hard work by being the first to do it. My mother and my late father were the reason I knew that one day I could get where I wanted to go and build what I wanted to build because of the confidence that they installed in me. The biggest star in my life, my wife Tish. This journey started for us on the East Coast, Tish's home. As a partner and a fan, Tish has put up with me since the start and has had unwavering support. As much as I have always loved going to work, I have always loved coming home to Tish even more. To the two people that make me smile the most, my daughters Carly and Sophie. You're so beautiful and talented, and you have warm, gentle hearts, and your mother and I are so proud of you both. As I mentioned at the beginning, I wasn't sure where my career would go, but when I realized I wanted to open a music store in Halifax, I needed a serious, buttoned-down business guy to keep me on track and to follow the money. So I called Mark Colburn. After we covered the East Coast with stores, we extended our business to Ontario, where my favorite Halifax bartender, Steve Miller, recently single and homeless, called me up and looking for work. I also enlisted Rocky, AKA Glenn Lundrigan, to help with the heavy lifting. It was great timing, and Steve, Glenn, Mark and I joined forces and opened many new stores across Ontario. A couple of years later, another member joined the team during the CD Plus era. The one and the only Dale Bialy. Dale's attention to detail is second to none. It's unmatched. And in joining the team, he kept us all on our toes. I really don't even know where to begin with these next guys. In fact, I'm prohibited from saying very much about the legendary Don and Vito Arulo, except that they were fantastic partners. They rocked the Canadian music industry for many, many, many years, and they've done so much for me and my family. Lucky for me, they also brought their nephew Taylor along for the ride, who is still an invaluable member of the E1 team today. Dale Guiney and Terry Stevens joined the crew a few years later, bringing so much needed charm and sensitivity to the organization. Our business changed greatly when I met the Austrian prince, Michael Koch, who catapulted us into the US music scene. With Michael came not only the #1 indie music brand in the US, a great team of whom most are still with us today, and some of are in the audience tonight, but also years and years of great moments and laughter together. And in 2006, I came face to face with a beast. Crossing paths with James Corsellis set us out on an all-new incredible adventure. E1's relationship with James's Marwin saw us diversify our business and realize our big goals of becoming the world's leading independent entertainment company. My adventure has been fun and exciting over the years because of the dedication of so many talented and passionate people who have come into my life. Some of who are on the screen here tonight that you can see, some of who are in my cheering section over there, which is great, and many, many, many others. It's these lasting relationships and friendships that have been the most rewarding part of my journey. So I want to thank them all profusely for helping me get here tonight. Again, it's a delight to be standing in front of the past and present pioneers tonight. We have incredible music talent in Canada, and so many artists are finding their way onto the world stage. I can't wait to see what our music community has in store for all of us. Thank you.